Good afternoon. Thanks for watching. The governor says the punishment fits the crime. He will not stop the execution of convicted child killer Marco Chapman.
Today, a group of church leaders asked Governor Beshear to stop Friday's execution, which Chapman says he wants. But late this afternoon, the governor said he would not stand in the way. Our Dave Spencer has the very latest in our top story at 5. Dave?
Amber, this statement put out within the past hour by the governor's office clears the way for Chapman's execution on Friday. The governor says, quote, "I believe capital punishment is appropriate in the case of particularly heinous crimes, and absent any further legal impediments, the state will proceed with carrying out the sentence of the court." It's not the reaction a group of church leaders hoped for after they met this morning in a last-ditch effort to stop the requested execution.
The Kentucky Church Council, which represents about 10 churches in Kentucky, was granted a meeting today with Governor Steve Beshear to let the governor know where they stand.
There are other options, life without parole, and certainly that is an option to protect the public in this case.
Saying they don't want to diminish what Chapman did, rape the mother of 3 and kill 2 of her children.
What happened to them is beyond description and beyond the pale of humanity.
They just want Beshear to consider what's at stake in their eyes.
His job is to be that face of humanity dealing with another fellow human being.
Of course, there are other people, like Fayette County Prosecutor Ray Larson, who says the decision has already been made.
It's the law. If they want to get the law changed, they ought to try to get the law changed. But right now, it's the law.
He also says the only opinion Governor Beshear should be considering at this point is the victim's opinion.
That's where these tears ought to be shed, is for those people whose lives were snuffed out by this murderer.
Governor Beshear instructed the council that he will pray on this decision.
Now, today's meeting wasn't the first time the governor has heard from the church. Catholic bishops met with Beshear as well, asking him to stop the execution. But once again, late this afternoon, the governor released a statement saying he will not intervene, letting Chapman's execution continue. Live in the newsroom, Dave Spencer, WKYT 27 News First.
Dave, thank you. And the Catholic Conference of Kentucky has prayer vigils planned in response to the execution, including one in Lexington on Thursday night. Now, they'll also be at the state penitentiary in Eddyville Friday night, where Chapman's execution will be carried out. He would be the 3rd person executed in Kentucky since the death penalty was reinstated more than 30 years ago. The last person executed was Edward Lee Harper, Jr. That was back in 1999.